Yes, sir. Welcome to the podcast that brings you raw and original takes on a wide range of sports and entertainment. It's your boy Henny Dre.
John.
And this is the Pham Perspective. We ain't got all the facts.
Nope.
But we are going to keep it 100 with all the opinions that we do give.
100 at a 0 1,000.
Yes, sir. Episode 140.
140.
You know what I'm saying? Check us out on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? At Pham Podcast. This with a PH. If you ain't know already. You know what I'm saying? We on Facebook, Pham TV. Same thing with a PH. You know what I'm saying? You catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, all that good shit. Google Podcast.
Factory.
You know what I'm saying?
Twitter, same thing. Everything.
Word. But you know, we back here with the sports. You already know.
You already knew. Week 3, man. NFL week 3, man. It's
wild week 3.
Wild week 3. It's already in week 3. Shit, we gonna be like, damn, the season's almost over in a minute. It's gonna go by fast. Getting a little brisk. That's when you know,
we're getting the
football getting started.
We're in the fourth quarter of the year, but we're in the first quarter. About to end the first quarter of the football season already.
Factory already. You know
what I'm saying? This is
right there.
It's the beginning of the fall, man. Fall is here, man. It changed the weather. You know what I'm saying? It was a little okay today, you know what I'm saying? But it's been a little shitty the last few days.
Yeah. You know, a little bit of rain. Like I said, the cold starts and the cold endings. That's how.
Yeah, man. It sucks when you got to put the heat on in the morning and in the afternoon you got to put the AC on. And yeah.
That's that type of weather right now. And you know it was up and down, but it was nice and hot in Miami, man. You had that big matchup, AFC, you know, undefeated teams, you know what I'm saying?
Game of the week?
Game of the week.
You think it was still game of the week even after the week?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because it went down to, if you had, 2 more seconds, you probably would have hit a game-winning field goal, you know what I'm saying, to win the game. But, like I said, leading up to it, like I said, they both were 2-0. And the Bills ended up losing to Miami. Was it 22-19?
21-19.
21-19, man. Josh Allen, they tried, to get back in there. Tua took. Was it a concussion or was it not?
Yeah, it actually was a concussion. That was a concussion. I think everybody in the world said, okay, maybe see him next week. Let's see how the tests go. And then they see him in the third quarter like, what the fuck? I think the whole world had to, said what the fuck at the same time. Like
I did. Like, I was like at home and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had one foot out the door to go to your house, but my son kept me in the house. But so I had the bedroom with the Dolphins in Miami. I mean Dolphins and Bills, and I was watching the Patriots in the Baltimore in the living room and shit. Like I said, I was moving around with my son and shit like that, so I was just hearing and watching at the same time. But I was like, yeah, cool. Tua's out with a concussion. I heard Tua's out with a concussion. I heard that. One of the announcers or something said or whatever, one of the reporters.
Man, that shit played in your mind subconsciously when you saw him make that.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see it. I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I heard it. I was moving around or whatever. I must have been in the bathroom. I said, oh, shit. So, I go to put the Bills, you know what I mean? I'm like, shit, it was a tie game at halftime. I'm like, I'm about to put money on the Bills to win the game out right now because Tua was out. It was already a close game. The Bills were without the defenders. They cornerbacks basically and they safeties. They're playing with 5, new players in the defensive side. So I'm like, shit, this is a close game. Like, if Josh Allen don't make a little mistake here and there in the first half, like they should be winning this game. So, and I thought they would, but Miami showed heart.
Listen, Buffalo should have won that game. I don't care how much heart Miami showed.
No, they showed
Buffalo was supposed to win that game.
No, absolutely.
They had the butt pump. They took your boy a little bit off of the strings. Like if they would have lost, it would have been worse. But
just a little, just a little because that's just a little. That's just like Dan Orlovsky, playing in the end zone. Like Jimmy just went a couple steps. Like Dan Orlovsky ran to the locker room.
Yeah.
Like he almost went into the locker room before he noticed that he was out of bounds. But to keep it at that Bills game, like I said, even if you gotta think if Josh Allen, if that pass is like a little higher. That's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? When they went for it on 4th down. So, it's a couple of deciding things that could have happened. But
I seen that last drive when Miami had it. They had it at the 3 right there, right? And then I seen the first play and Buffalo hit them. And it was a loss of 2. And they had it at the 1. And I was like, oh, Buffalo going. I was watching Mon Dukes is right there. And I'm like, you know, she an honorary Bills fan. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't watch the game, but she there,
right.
You know, cheering or whatever.
That's my wife. She's a Bills fan. Sure.
But I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm trying to like talk to her like, yo, Buffalo, if they get the safety, they get 2 points and they get the ball back.
Right.
And it's not a regular kickoff. They got to punt it. Like, so you're going to get some pretty good field positions. So like, with a minute and 37 seconds or a minute 47, because that's when they first got the ball.
Right.
They're only using 10 seconds of it.
Right, yeah, that's crazy.
Like, but I'm like, yo, Buffalo could really do this. Like, and then I seen the punt. I'm like, look how close the punt is. Like, this is why like it's so congested. Like, this is dangerous right now. Like, this could be a block. This could be anything. And then like he hit it, and I didn't realize at first what happened.
Yeah,
I seen
just thought it was a block.
I just seen the players start looking backwards. I'm like, nah. Did he just punt it backwards? Like, and then I seen the replay. I seen that he hit his ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when I was like, yo, so Buffalo still has a chance. And then Miami's punter says, nah, I need redemption. And he booped that bitch back to the 10-yard line.
No, that was my, you know, coach strategy though too. I was like, Miami should take the safety. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think for that aspect, and also if you punt it in that situation, even if you get the punt off, they get the ball at the 50. Like you're not punting a 80-yarder. You know what I'm saying? They at least get at the 50.
Which he did.
No, but I'm talking about. But at least he had, you know, no defenders on him when he ended up, you know, with the 2-point conversion. Like you said, you got to punt it now. So he did punt it, but when you got all that pressure on you, like that punt wasn't going 50 yards because you got the shorter distance and you got pressure on you.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first. I thought the pressure got to him and he kicked it backwards.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I thought.
But that's what I'm saying though. But that's what I was considering, and I even told my wife. I said, "Shit." Like even I heard some announcers say, you know, after we say something, we always hear an announcer something. Hey, they should take 2 and maybe just punt it. You know what I mean? Take the little. And I was thinking the same way. But like I said, Buffalo's ran out of time. They still a better team to me overall. But like I said,
that's a big blow. Micah Hyde not playing out for the season. You know what I'm saying? That's a big blow to their defense.
Absolutely.
I think Justin Poyer didn't play that game either. You said they had 5 new defenses back.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that game is close. And you know, I could be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I had the Bills anyway, you know, on the show.
Right. Yeah, we did.
But even beforehand, right before the game, I'm sitting there talking to my pops like, I don't know, Miami. Like we knew Miami was gonna be tough. They rolling a little bit, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just rock with the Bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I felt the same way
every
too.
time I doubt them, you know what I'm saying? They come out and they smack somebody.
Right. Exactly. Check me out before the game, Fam Lines, man. Fam TV, not Fan TV, but Fan Perspective Podcast, Fan Podcast on IG. But yeah, even you know, when the cat said he's a Bills fan, you know, shout out to Swami. He was like, yeah, man, I don't know. He's a big Bills fan. He was like, I don't know, man. We got, you know, that's the one that told me that, you know, all the defenders are out like that. And I'm like, you know what? I still think that Bills overall is still a better team than Miami. Or their offense, or, you know, that's the opposite of, you know, your offense so good and your offense keep the ball. They're not doing a lot of 3 and outs. So your defense can rest, and you know what I'm saying? They can adjust that way. It's not like, say, with my team where your offense struggles, now your defense got to be out there, you know what I mean, all that time or whatever. But, yeah, like I said, Buffalo's, even though they lost, they still a better team overall to me, but that was a good win for Miami.
What do you think the league is going to do about that Tua situation? Because Tua was out there doing the stanky leg. Like,
I think they just get fined. Because, shit, it's Tuesday and we ain't hear nothing. We heard a lot of noise yesterday. Monday.
The original thing is they came out talking about it was a back injury.
Yeah.
Which the only thing I could, you know, think of was maybe like, you know, pinched a nerve or something. Like, and that's
trust me.
When you see the replay, he bounced that head hard as
fuck. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he would have just, if he would not hit his head, then you could be like, okay, yeah. Because shit, everybody had that little, like you said, a little twitch, a little nerve. You'd be like, oh, you just make your body do something different. But, you know, him fires, like, you taking that blow like that and then getting up and like that. Like, we've seen that plenty of times.
And even the body language, like, even after that happened, it was like, or even before, like, you see him shaking his head, like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean?
He wasn't rubbing his back. You know
right.
What I'm saying?
He was like, and even when he just genuinely looked confused on what was happening. Like,
Right.
to not even like what was happening in the game, just what was happening to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
yo, what's
That's
wrong?
a fact.
And to see him in the game, and he still won, kudos to him. But
Right.
to see him in the game, it was like, yo, this is dangerous as fuck. Like,
Right.
Because even he made it out, but that's one of them things where like one bad hit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cam Newton, and he just did an interview with Inky Johnson. Mm-hmm. I forget who we played for in the past, but Inky Johnson, was a football player, made a tackle, and he burst the artery in his heart. Mm. And he said he made the tackle and he couldn't feel nothing. Like everything just felt like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they had to take the artery from his leg and plug it into his heart, or he was gonna lose too much blood. He was gonna die.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? And now he don't got the use of his right arm or something. And he out here, just like, yo, ain't no tomorrow. Preaching ain't no tomorrow. Like,
Right.
who promised you tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But stuff like that can happen in a situation like that. And, blessings to it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't experienced that, but
right.
That's the type of thing. The way he fell, the way his legs gave out, that made you think like, yo, I don't care like if you pass this or not, you coming out. You sitting down.
Yeah.
Teddy two gloves. I come through like we.
Yeah. But like I said, it's a hard situation because we've all been in. We both play sports and shit. If we felt good enough to go out, we trying to go out. You know what I mean? And
you want to win, put Booby in.
I understand that the NFL got their protocols and stuff like that, but if the coach asks you, is you good, and you say you good, you out here. You feel me? So I give them kudos on that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I give kudos for the NFL for like I said, stepping it up. But it was definitely a little gap, a little something that ain't miscommunication on this part. But they definitely gonna get fined. Like I said, they gonna get fined. I don't care because I heard one of the suckers said he's out with a concussion, and then second half you see him starting. So I don't know, but overall, like I said, it was a good game. But
now you mentioned,
gotta be careful though with that.
You mentioned the other game that was on. You was watching. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore and the Patriots. Lamar, the price keep going up, man.
Ching, ching,
that boy, he definitely going for another MVP. It look like, you know what I'm saying, deserving.
They should have been 3-0.
Yeah,
down up 20-21 on Miami.
28 point fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying. Besides that, man, breaking records every week. You know what I'm saying.
It's crazy. It's crazy that like he still can be overlooked though too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing all this, but it's still like, they looking at other people a little promising. You gotta look what's in your face right now. I understand tomorrow, but hey man, he earning more respect from me. Cause like I said, I'm one of them people that I don't like, like you jump out of there real fast. I gotta wait and see. I'm a wait and see person, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you know what I mean? I'm becoming more, I was always a fan, but I'm becoming more of a fan and respecting more of his game because, you know what I mean? Like I said, they winning, first and foremost, they winning. And he's out there doing a thing. You know what I'm saying?
With his arm.
With his arm, too.
You know
That's
what
I'm saying, right.
And the more impressive thing is he's doing it on purpose. You know he's doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And you know he's going out there, I can't do it with my arm, so watch me throw 5 touchdowns today.
Fact.
Watch me, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But at the same time as he's proven that he's a pocket passer, that he has the capability of, he's still running for 100 yards a game.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like while he's throwing 5 touchdown passes, he's still rushing for 100 yards.
Yeah, that's why I said look,
it's like, yo.
That's why I said, you know what I mean, like alluding to like when we had the conversations about like Josh Allen, like you gotta let him play. How he play. 'Cause that's how he win. And that's saying for Lamar Jackson, like, he's a running quarterback, yeah. But like you said, he's gonna prove to you and prove to everyone as he's been doing.
Quietly too.
Like I'm gonna throw these rock too. What he had, 4 touchdowns or 5?
I think he had 5 touchdowns last game.
You know what I'm saying? Against New England, you know what I mean? And obviously he still ran the ball well.
I think he has. I screenshotted it because.
And he believe he still ran the ball well. I think he had like 73 yards or something like that, rushing and like I said
100.
He went over 100.
He had 2 straight games of 3 touchdown passes and 100 yards. 100 yards rushing.
Come on,
like the first time ever.
Come on, man. He's probably like a top 3. I saw that one. I should have screenshot that shit. Top He's in the top 5 of rushing in the league.
Yep, and number 4. So he is for this season 3 games, 63% completion percentage, which is
take that
great. It's great.
63, yeah.
749 passing yards, 10 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 8.5 yards per pass attempt, and 250 yards passing a game. 119 passer rating, which I believe is first in the league. 243 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Come on, man.
That's in 3 games.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He has 1,000 total yards in 3 games.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's doing, like you said, 75 basically, average about 70s rushing, and like you said, basically 260 passing and shooting 3 touchdowns a game and running for 1. Come on, man. Like he definitely proven he's that dude. And Baltimore just, like I said, the price is going up.
And he keeping it cool. You know how he got that meme where he got the shades on. He keeping it cool because
he keeping that same thing.
When in the press conferences, look, I told you I ain't answering no questions about no contract, so that's what it is. Period. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because he still joke with him and all that. It ain't no hard feelings. Yeah. It's just that ain't what I'm on.
Right.
And the whole time, he putting them numbers up. They in the owner's box. Like, yeah, we winning, but he's an asshole. He's an
regardless, you're still looking like an asshole. When it comes to money, man, money, splits everything.
Like, not like he trying to be. It's just like, even though he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? He know, all right, you do okay. Because no matter what, you're going to have to pay me some bread.
Yeah, no, it don't matter what. Like you said, no matter what. I think, like I said, man, just like our Yankees would, slipping on Judge, same thing. Like every game go by, the check get higher. You know what I'm saying? I think Baltimore should just come close to what he was asking for and keep it pushing because it's going to go up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go up.
And when he signed that contract, I'm going to be like, scoping on that Ravens back.
They go a pack that they made, yeah, because that's definitely gonna be a nice check. I think he get. Let me predict his numbers. If he keep up at this rate, I think he gets, close to that. Deshaun Watson. I think the owners are still not gonna try to get at Deshaun Watson because the owners are pissed about that. You know what I'm saying? It's on record. Like every owner but Cleveland. It's like, no, we're not trying to guarantee the whole goddamn 200 and something. No.
But if he were the MVP, that's what he asking for.
Oh, no. If he wins, if the Ravens go out there, say even don't win the championship or nothing like that, but he wins MVP, they get to the second round, that's his starting point. Now, that's his starting point. You feel me? And you got to only do with respect it because you got a person in Deshaun Watson that obviously, like I said, just noted, I always considered him, a top 3 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When he's healthy and out here. But what has he done?
Right. And
Lamar, he was before Lamar, and Lamar got an MVP and better numbers.
And besides the numbers, how about this? Well, I got an extra number that he could add on top of that.
What's that?
On top of that list of numbers that he about to put up. His record is better than Josh Allen since he been in the league.
Lamar Jackson? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He got more wins, less losses.
But that's what it's just they don't.
I know you seen that meme floating around.
Yeah,
saying Josh Allen number 1 quarterback in the league and Lamar Jackson, he not even top 10, even though.
Yeah, just like they had the same thing with Daniel Jones and Josh Allen had the same numbers, stats and stuff like that. But like I said, man, it's that's a white and black thing. You know what I mean? To keep it all the way 100. You know what I mean? If Lamar Jackson was Lamar, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He definitely would be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna get his check though. And like I said, congratulations to him because he definitely, top front runner of that MVP.
Definitely right now.
For sure.
Want to run through them scores?
Yep. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers losing to Cleveland on Thursday Night Football, 29-17. It was a good game.
29-17? My bad.
29-17. Yep. Cleveland beat Pittsburgh 29-17. You got the Cincinnati Bengals beating my Jets 27-12. Boys got some work to do. Zach Wilson will be back this week. So hopefully, like I said, man, it's hard because you see glimpses and you see that we playing hard, but then there's some glimpses that it's like coaching. Ours got to do all coaching, and a lot of these cats are the state first. They're the top dog. Mm-hmm. All these coaches that we have on our were assistants. You know what I'm saying? And so we were still definitely growing, but
Cincinnati had a nice little, like, I guess you could call it a tune-up game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because before this upcoming Thursday night against the Miami Dolphins, and man, them white jerseys is coming out.
They coming.
The white jerseys is coming out. You know, look good, you play good. You think they're gonna pull that off real quick?
Yeah, like I said, we can get in depth into it in a second. But yeah, I like Cincy in that game for sure. Like I said, I think Miami's a little overrated. You know what I'm saying? Because I
was gonna say something about that too.
Yeah, because they easily should. They should be 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Because Baltimore had them, and Buffalo obviously should have beat them. So that it should get switched. But hey, when you win or losses, what counts at the end of the day. It don't matter how you won. Yep. You had a close game in Houston. Houston lost to Chicago 23-20. My Vegas Raiders that I'm was very high on this year. They fall to 0-3 to Tennessee Titans 24-22.
They're the only 0-3 team in the league.
They're the only 0-3 team in this league, and they're the best 0-3. I mean, you could, like we said,
yeah, because they're the only.
No, I'm just saying, like they're the whatever. Just like we were saying with the Colts last year. Remember, it was like, yeah, they're the best. But yeah, whatever. They got that. Talking about the Colts, end up being probably one of the shockers of the week. But it was like it was an early must-win game for Indy, and they beat Kansas City 20-17.
Listen, don't bet nothing involved Indy the rest of the year, because they won 1-1. You don't know what they're gonna do.
Right, they won 1-1, literally for sure with a damn tie. You got the Detroit Lions, the feisty Detroit Lions, man. I give Detroit credit, man. They definitely feisty for sure. They lost to the Vikings 28-24, like we alluded earlier. Baltimore beat the Pats 37-26. The boy Jones, he hurt his ankle, so he's gonna be out a couple games, man. So, New England already wasn't looking too shabby for the year, but he's definitely out for a couple games. So yeah, it's kind of a rebuild for New England. You got Philly beating your Washington Commanders, man.
Yeah, they spanked us real quick.
That was a spanking, but like it was just ugly. Like that game was just ugly. They 24-8, and
they made a lot of contested catches, yo. Like
yeah.
Devontae Smith was going up there getting them shits, yo.
Right.
Like,
they was winning in 50-50 balls.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them, I was watching the highlights, and some of them was like, yo, okay, yeah, we got spanked, but it was like, what else can you do on defense on some of them? Like, like he caught his hand too. Like,
right. That's how like I said, the Cincinnati, like my boys, like one was like I said, was just a blown coverage, and the others is just tough catches. But yeah, like I said, I was just watching. I was just, not watching it literally, but like watching the stats and the score. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck Washington is doing? Like I said, y'all ain't basically scored to the second half, and
Carson Wentz had negative yards because of sacks.
Because of sacks, right? Yeah, Philly.
He got sacked like 6 times in the first quarter or something.
Yeah, I was just like I said, that's that. He had that for a while. Negative one I saw, I said, damn, they busting their ass.
Say he had like 30 yards passing, but he had like 40 yards sacks.
That's
like
crazy. That's a wild boy. That's a wild stat, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And you got New Orleans saying, see what they talking about with Jameis. But they went down to Carolina and lost 22-14. That was a division rival game, you know what I'm saying? So they always play each other tough. You got the surprising Jags beating the Chargers. That was the surprise of the week right there.
Definitely. 38-10?
38-10.
Ooh, they spanked their ass.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't they won at the end, you know what I'm saying, or came back in a minute and 14 seconds or anything like that. Like,
and we talk about
they controlled the game.
When we talk about Herbert all the time, but the Chargers defense ain't nothing to sleep on. Like, they got some names.
What?
they got some names on that defense.
They got one of the top, they top 5 defense. Bosa did go out with an injury or whatever, but they still got Khalil Mack and them guys over there. But listen, man, so far in this season, man, it's early, but the Jags look good, man. They look solid. They look solid, well coached. Peterson, he came from, your division. He's coached Philadelphia. And, they added veterans.
They had a Heisman winning trophy.
Yeah, they added veterans to a young team, you know what I'm saying? They had all that turmoil last year. And this is the thing that, that's what proves that, coaching does matter. And, the Jags in 3 games are, 2-1 and they lead the division, man. And even that one loss, like, they looked good in that game, you know what I mean? And I was to your Commanders, you know what I mean? And they still had a chance to win that game. So shout out to the Jaguars so far this season. Next, you got the Rams beating the Arizona Cardinals 20-12. You like the Arizona? I had the Rams in that game. You got the Battle of the Birds, as they said. It was Atlanta Falcons taking 27-23, beating the Seattle Seahawks. You got the Goats, Battle of the Goats, as they said. You got the Green Bay Packers, man. They end up holding on at the end and beating Tampa Bay, you know what I'm saying? That was a good, close game. Came down to the wire, came down to a 2-point conversion. Mm-hmm. They end up winning, 14-12?
Yeah, weird scores.
Weird score. Green Bay came in. They smacked them. They scored at 14 early. And then, Tampa defense is solid. And Tom Brady is out there,
He didn't score to the last drive, though.
Yeah, and, Tom Brady, Gage was his number 1 receiver out there. Like, they had nobody out there, you know what I'm saying, to catch the rock. But as everybody knows, you can't count the GOAT. And like I said, it literally came down to the last play. They say the Jumbotron maybe gave up the play, They gave up the play, but hey, it is what it is. Then Sunday ended with an ugly game. Denver been playing ugly all year, but they 2-1, respectfully, like I said, win-losses, but they took down the 49ers 11-10.
Weird.
Weird as shit. Like I said, Jimmy stepped out. Trent Williams, ended up getting hurt on that same play. And he's out 4 to 6 weeks, so that was ugly. And, the end of football. I was just
talking about Trent Williams, too.
Yeah, he's still in the top dog, but he ended up getting hurt. And the end of week 3, you had the Dallas Cowboys beating the New York Giants. On Monday Night Football, what was that score? 23-16?
23-16, yep.
You know what I mean? CD Lamb caught, late touchdown pass to
one hand,
seal the game. He made up from a earlier wide open pass.
Yep.
It just seems the trend. It's like, people will drop the wide open.
Because they practicing the hard shit.
Yeah, but the hard shit, the difficult shit, they catching.
Because they practicing the hard shit. They ain't practicing to eat because they feel like that's easy. Right. I know how to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you always need reps, man. You need reps.
Right. And Sterling Shepard ended up getting hurt in that game. He's out for the year. Last week, you know what I'm saying, between me and Dre, I'm 9 games, I'm 6-3, you know what I mean? He picked Cleveland. He picked Pitt. He picked Chicago, so he did win that one. He picked Tennessee, so he did win that one. We both picked KC, so we lost.
I don't know. I got to watch it back. I think some of them, I don't know.
You like the Detroit. I like the Minnesota. Washington. You like New Orleans. I like the Carolina. I know you like the Arizona for sure. And you took Tampa Bay. You like Tampa Bay in Tampa.
Yeah.
So, you can run it back. But
but that's why you confused because you said we took Green Bay, and I was like, I think I took Brady though.
Nah, you took Brady. Yeah, I took. All right. So now coming to this week, like I say, you alluded to earlier, Thursday Night Football. We got the Miami Dolphins, undefeated Miami Dolphins, visiting Cincinnati Bengals, and they all white uniforms.
Yeah. I think we already alluded. We both probably going with Cincinnati because like what we forgot to mention about that Miami Bills game is the Bills doubled Miami in stats.
They dominated the game.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing they didn't, eclipse them on was the red zone touchdowns.
Right.
Miami was 3 for 3 and they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That was the difference of the game.
That's what I'm saying, right? Buffalo, they fumbled in the red zone and that last shot, like I said, Josh Allen. I don't know. I didn't hear what his explanation was from short ball in that that pass.
And beyond that, Miami coming off of that level 28-point fourth quarter, you would think they had the momentum, and you would think they would take advantage of Buffalo's their new defense essentially, the D-backs, that's hurt. Right. And they didn't really take advantage of it. They did kind of at points, when they needed to ultimately at the end. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the wide open Tyreek Hill, or not Tyreek Hill because he didn't do really shit. But Jalen Waddle, you know what I'm saying?
Waddle that dude.
Yeah, Waddle. You see him break open. You got that speed. He put them in position to win.
Right, that's a fact. So, that's what I'm saying. Right, and that's why I said they undefeated respectfully. Like I said, 1 losses, whatever. But, you know, they're a little overrated. Like I said, they easily could have been 1 and 2.
What can you tell me about Cincinnati's offensive line after week 3? Because I thought y'all had a pretty good defensive line. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. We straight. Like I said, ours is just.
You think they gelling, or you think that y'all just had an off week? Like, talk about it.
No, we just like I said, it's coaching. It's learning. It's we're not adjusting quick enough. You can't adjust. It's cool to adjust in the second half, but you can't be down, 16, 18, 20 points. Now you adjusted. Like Cincinnati basically, barely scored in the second half. You know what I'm saying? I believe they got a touchdown in the second half, and they scored the 21 in the first half. You know what I'm saying? So ours is just about adjustment. We got to adjust early, and that's what happened. When you saw my boy Williams and the defensive coordinator, arguing, after that, they shut shit down. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about adjustments. But, yeah, I think just in general, and saw just going, full circle with Cincinnati. It's all about adjustments, It's a new offensive line, four offensive linemen that are new, so they got to learn the system, learn how to gel with each other. So I think that's just a gelling point with Cincinnati. They working together and they getting better. And I think Cincinnati's one of the high power offensive teams in the league, and that's without Mixon even getting busy yet. Like Mixon haven't been having a great season yet. I think you jinxed him a little bit talking about fantasy and all this. Talking about fantasy and all this other
first
shit.
thing in my head.
Right. He has been having that great. So imagine when he opens up and like I said, the white jerseys are coming and they ready. So that's why I think Cincinnati's gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Like they had close games before they won their first game last week, and I think Miami will fumble. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. So like I said, we both like Cincinnati in that game. Let me run down some of these games and just stop me when you want to talk about the games. Mm-hmm. But you got my Jets visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who you liking that game?
You said Zach Wilson coming back?
Yeah, Zach Wilson.
I'll take y'all.
All right, so I'm not rooting against my teams. All right, so then you got Minnesota visiting the New Orleans.
That's one that Minnesota should win.
Yeah.
But like
New Orleans is a big mystery, man. It's like they got the veteran players on defense wise. They got Michael Thomas as a back. But it's just something that they're not clicking. I don't know if it's Jameis or whatever. Jameis is gonna get questioned real quick. They already been talking about it, but it's just a mystery, man. I like Minnie because Minnie is
I like Minnesota too.
I can trust Minnie more.
I like Minnesota too, but I'll be feeling like Kirk Cousins gonna do that same shit.
Yeah. I'm still rolling Minnie. We both still rolling Minnie though.
And same thing too. New Orleans. I'm just thinking like they able to like they be having Tom Brady number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they know how to shut Tom Brady down.
They play them tough.
They know how to they know how to shut somebody down.
Factory. I don't know. Yeah. Then you got Cleveland Browns visiting the Atlanta Falcons. What are you liking that game? I think we both like Cleveland. I'm going to go back. You got the Washington football team Commanders. I'm gonna switch that up. Visiting Dallas Cowboys, man.
No, I'm taking my boys. I can't pick no Cowboy.
Factory. You got the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Detroit Lions.
Oh, that's Detroit. Detroit about what they had.
Yeah, I like Detroit. Detroit been high power, man. And Seattle, even though they've been doing their thing points-wise as well, but got to roll with Detroit, man. Roll with that.
Got Geno Smith.
Yeah, man. He throwing them bombs, though. And you got the Tennessee Titans visiting the Indianapolis Colts, man.
Damn.
Both teams bounce back.
That's a coin toss.
Both teams bounce back, man, because Tennessee had a good win versus the Vegas Raiders, and Indy, had a good win at home
against the
Chiefs, man. I like Tennessee, man.
Like Tennessee?
I just trust them a little bit more than the Colts, man.
I still don't know the Colts wide receivers.
Nobody.
I don't know Tennessee wide receivers either. Hold up.
You know Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, yeah.
Robert Woods. I forgot the young cat they drafted or whatever. They still got
Derrick Henry gonna go with 100.
Yeah.
Go for 100.
Right. So we both like Tennessee, man. And you got Chicago visiting the New York Giants.
Chicago.
I'm going with the Giants, man. Giants bounce back at home. You got the Jaguars visiting Philadelphia Eagles.
So if the Jaguars beat Philly, like we better than Philly, right? Even though Philly beat us.
Y'all better than Philly? I don't know about that yet. Nah,
I mean, I guess you gotta go. I guess you gotta rock with Philly, even though it's gonna be a tough game though. That might be one of them games of the week.
Back on Philly?
Yeah.
Philly, I'm going with the Shocker. I'm going with the Jags, man. I'm gonna take the Jags in that game, man. You got this is probably the matchup of the week. You got the Buffalo Bills visiting Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Cause that's gonna be a close game.
Definitely. In Baltimore.
And this dude that work at my job, you know what I'm saying, before Buffalo's last game, he said the only thing he worried about Buffalo is that all they wins, they blow people out. They don't ever win no close games. And that's exactly what happened. So I might ride with Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah, I like Baltimore in that game as well. And
Buffalo already lost, so I could.
Right. No, but like you said, in a close one, if they was in Buffalo, I'd roll with Buffalo. I think they in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? They will, bounce back and have a good game. But I think Baltimore will squeeze that one out, man. All right, you got the Chargers trying to bounce back versus the feisty. They've been feisty all year to me, at least. You know what I mean? The Houston Texans.
Who they playing?
Chargers.
The
Chargers versus Houston.
Chargers, because I got Chargers doing some big things.
Yeah,
so
I like Chargers bounce back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hopefully they get some of the receivers back or whatever.
You think Austin Eckler had anything to do with their loss?
What, talking about injury?
Yeah, did they smack old boy or something, or was it? It could have been some shit where like they send more pressure to that side of him, so just to have him a little more.
It could be that, what I'm saying?
Man. Like,
but at the same time,
the game within the game. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, the tails of the tape, like we were saying, like Jaguars been playing good though for the year. So you add playing good, and then you add let's rush him, like you said, let's rush him on the left side because his ribs hurt. Oh, you know what I mean? Like it's all about movement as well. So yeah, it could have played a part. Definitely could have played a part. But yeah, I think the Chargers bounce back. Against Houston, it'll still be a tough game though.
How you feel about that aspect of new media? #new media. You know what I'm saying? With the players is wilding, giving up injury reports.
It's cool. It's cool, but as far as the injuries, like you should stay away from.
How you
injuries.
gonna tell what's wrong with somebody and then say y'all know more than me? No, you telling us.
Nah, you just told us, right? You just gave us all the information. You know what I'm saying? You just gave us all the information. We didn't even know he was hurt. Like, we didn't know he had cracked ribs. Like we ain't for real. Right. Like you ain't know all that. So I think far as like. Just, if it's not yourself, basically, then don't speak on it. Like, far as, you know what I mean? You can say, he's doing good.
I mean, that's law.
Yeah, like, I'm saying, you can be like, he's doing good, but you can't say, like,
that's HIPAA law. You're not supposed to not giving nobody shit up
that's
like
a fact.
that.
You're supposed to, right? That's a fact. As far as HIPAA, absolutely. Trust me, I know. On that aspect, but yeah, like, it's cool. But like you said, you can't give a whole injury. You can be like, he all right.
You can't get no. You can't. Even Aaron Rodgers, almost to an aspect, he almost got himself in a situation with that jumbotron. You see how careful he was on Pat McAfee show. Like the way when he was explaining it, I think he caught himself in mid explanation. Like, wait, this shit sound crazy. No, it's not the same as that.
That's why he talks. That's why he talk like that, so he can be like. Let me catch my. Yeah, that's exactly why Aaron talk like that, man. Everybody might think he talk like a digger. He just trying to make sure he say the right shit.
Right.
Or ain't nothing wrong with that. And you got the Arizona Cardinals, man. They visiting Carolina. I like Arizona though.
You like Arizona in that one?
I'm gonna take it.
You don't think Carolina got no momentum coming in this week with Baker?
But I think Arizona got that pressure's on right now. I think if Arizona, this is my hot take.
They lost last week, right?
Yeah, this is my hot take, man. Kingsbury out of there if they don't have a good season, man.
That early?
Yeah. NFL, they should give you early. 2 years, you out of there.
Lately.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. So I think
that's been the problem lately.
Yeah, and then like offensively, like I'm not understanding it. Number one ain't there, but you still gotta show a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like if Kyler Murray don't do all that running. The week before, they 0-3. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, so I think he's definitely on the hot seat. But I like Arizona. You like Carolina?
I rock with Carolina.
Carolina at home is gonna be tough. Like it's definitely a coin toss. But I'm gonna roll Arizona. I think they need it and they want it more. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You got the Pats versus Green Bay. I think we both taking Green Bay.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Pats got as.
I mean, the Pats just scored 26 points though. Like
they don't got
they don't got Matt Jones.
Matt Jones got out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He got out.
Nah, I said he out.
It
he hurt his ankle. Nah, I said out. Shit, who knows with the ankle? I ain't got out there. But he's out. So we both taking Green Bay. All right, so you got division rivals. You got Denver visiting the Raiders, man.
Raiders get their first win.
Yeah, I gotta take the Raiders. I've been on them.
They do.
I've been over 3 so far. I got to ride their train.
Where Devontae Adams is not getting the Madden cover.
Nah.
Unless he have a historic
unless they win the rest of the games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
14 games.
I mean, numbers wise, he all right, but your team got to be good too. You get the Madden covers for sure. But you got the Kansas City Chiefs trying to bounce back from their loss. Well, both teams are versus Tom Brady and the Bucs in Tampa. Sunday Night Football.
I think the Young Buck get him.
Yeah, I like them.
I think the Young Buck get him. I think that was a fluke last week. I think.
Yeah, I like Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, I think they bounce back. They beat Tampa in Tampa, even though, like I said, you can never count Brady out.
Tom Brady is like playing. He's starting off really slow this year.
Yeah, but like I said, he don't got no weapons.
Definitely, but still though.
Yeah. And Monday Night Football, man, you got the Los Angeles Rams visiting the 49ers.
Rams.
I like the Rams just because Trent Williams is out that game, so I think
they always say if Jimmy Garoppolo playing, bet the under.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The Rams gonna score something.
That's a fact. I still tell you that game sounds like a good under because Rams. Like I said, had a low-scoring game with Arizona. Arizona ain't really known for too much defense. And, the Rams and the 49ers are known for their defenses. So, definitely a close game. You know what I mean? And alluding back to that Cleveland game, man, Myles Garrett got into a little accident. Not little. He flipped that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He flipped his Porsche, man. But
stop speeding. So.
That's what it is. It's all speeding. Because it ain't like he was intoxicated. This was 3 o'clock in the morning after practice.
Now you just in a nice car and you feel like you have to go 130 in this bitch.
He might have had a boo, man. He might have had the boo, man.
But if he did, he shitted on himself.
Yeah, no, he did. Definitely. In that Porsche.
Not blessings to you, though. You know what I'm saying? Not to make fun of it, but just try to make light of it.
Exactly. You good, so we can make a little jokes,
exactly. Man. Hopefully it's good. I think they is talking about medical reports still pending or some shit.
No, well, last thing I read, it was like nothing like...
nothing serious?
Yeah, nothing serious-wise. Cool. Yeah, on that aspect. It was nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like I said, this is the injuries. Like I said, Mac Jones, Trent Williams, Myles Garrett. They ain't say if he's going to play or not. I think, from how that car looked, like he shouldn't be playing. Mm-hmm. Go rest. I
seen a Porsche earlier.
I love Porsche.
I was like, it was a really, really nice one. It was like chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It was like a light milk chocolate. And then it had like the dark rims on it with the red outline on the rim. And I was like, fire. Ooh. I was like, and I wanted to turn and follow it real quick because I was like, just in case it's like a famous rapper or something, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, but unless it might be the plug and they might start shooting at me thinking I'm fine.
Right.
Like a famous rapper, you pull up, you're like, yo, I get an interview. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Right. Right.
But know, huh?
But everybody be on defense, like you said. You don't know. Maybe you don't know from a fan to somebody trying to take you out, man. That's the crazy part. But yeah, man. Like I said, definitely he's good. Like I said, this is week 3. His injuries piling up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Michael Hyde out for the year and Trent Williams out for 6. Matt Jones out for 4. You don't know what Myles Garrett about to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Raiders 0-3. Like, it's early, but that's the storylines, man, so far in the league, man. Like I said, you got this Aaron Judge watch, man. I think the pressure's on him, man.
Definitely is. It's always like that, though. When it comes on big milestone joints.
Yeah.
And I was going to bring it up, too. I was going to bring it up earlier, but because you brought him up earlier a little bit, but you kept flowing, so I let you flow.
Flow, Joe.
I was gonna say we got to show some love, a little bit of love to baseball, man, because You know, the Aaron Judge, this is a historic moment, you know what I'm saying? I seen somebody like offer millions for the 62nd home run. You know what I'm saying? He just hit 60. And they want the record though. They want the record.
Yeah, they want the joint already. They offering already.
They already offered millions.
I respected them kids for catching that 60 and just getting autographs. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect that. Me personally though, I'm gonna ask for some bread. I ain't gonna hold you. Like me personally.
You've been through life, you know what I'm saying, a little longer than
that's a fact.
They still working off a little bit of love. Like, nah, we love the game. You know what I'm saying?
Factory. No, trust me, I ain't about to sting them though. I ain't money stinging them. Like you said, million. They talking about million. Nah. I you know, you get a discount. Got respect. You know, I'm a big Yankee fan, but I'm definitely
like a 50 piece. Man, you know, write me off a 50 piece. You know?
For what?
The ball.
Which one?
The 61st.
61st? Nah. 61st shit, I gotta get. I at least need $100,000. That's it.
Like, yo, you see the Yankees ain't pay me, right?
and some autographs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some tickets. Nah, you just saying niggas offering $1 million. I just want 100,000. I think that's cheap right there. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, you get all the autographs, it all add up, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying, as far as money wise. But like
the 62nd?
62nd is the record, so you know that's 62nd, I need 250.
250? Okay, that's
just
decent.
250.
I thought you were about to say a half.
Nah, just 250. I still want the autographs and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's gonna add up eventually, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that you can, you know, that's something that's money in the bank, basically. Mm-hmm. You store that ball, you store that bat, you do whatever.
Nah, he got the ball.
No, not the ball, right? I mean, for autograph wise, like you get your autographs and shit. You know, you can put that up.
Great Bambino,
if you need some change, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Saying like the classic, bro.
Like classic, man.
Classic, bro.
Classic.
Cause that's what we're going at. You're going at the Babe Ruth right now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy that shit. Basically, you know, it's just 62 in the American League, and
you know who else going? All that, you know who else is going for Babe Ruth though? Pujols. You think he gonna come back another year?
He should. He shouldn't.
The first Hispanic player in the 700 club.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the machine, man. Like I say, he was one of my favorite players. You know what I'm saying? Shit, basically growing up.
Did you see?
To be honest,
you talking about machine?
Yeah, the machine.
Did you see the stat that said when Albert Pujols hit his first home run, Tom Brady had like 6 snaps in the NFL?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said like growing up, cause shit, you know, I'm about to be voting. He had 20 plus years, like, you know what I mean, playing at a high level. So
that's 24 years.
Yeah, I think you was in high school. You know, you went to watch one of his games, right, when he was in prime.
At the Angels, when he played for the Angels.
And he was in his prime. That's and you gotta think, when you saw him there, that was his second contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was his second contract. So he was already in the league for 7 years, basically. Mm-hmm. I believe he played 7 in St. Louis before he, you know, ran for the money shit. Anybody would have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's crazy how long these sports.
That was like 13 years ago.
Oh, you went over there?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Look, 13, that's why I said he played about 7 in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? And make that, round it off, that's 20. He went for the Dodgers for a year, did his thing. And, you know, full circle. It was boy Molina. Him and Molina is...
If he played with like one more year and then hit like a 60 piece though, and then take the record.
Man, they motherfucking checking with steroids every game.
Oh, they definitely will, but if he clean, you know, we're gonna have a Hispanic home run leader.
Right. This is general though. Like I said, he was the man though. Like I said.
Nah, definitely not.
Definitely growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like
I remember imitating his batting stance, you know what I'm saying? He got an iconic batting stance where he keep that bat high and charged up already. And that's how he gets to that ball so quick. Bam! They call him a machine for a reason, because he smacked that one.
Yeah, that's a fact. And like I said, he played the game right, you know what I'm saying? Played the game right. He never heard of nothing, you know, off the field or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely got a shout out to the machine, you know, hitting 700. And like I said, having a good year. You know what I'm saying? He ain't having the best, but shit, he's hitting home runs. He's still batting, you know.
Bring it full circle. It's the pressure to hit that 700, and he did it.
Zone,
you know what I'm saying? And the pressure for Aaron Judge to hit the 61st. He ain't hit a home run in 6 games, I think they said. 26 at-bats. That's before tonight. So, I don't know I don't think he hit one tonight because I ain't seen no.
Nah, you saw. Yeah, you'd have saw it. I would have said it during the show. Nah, like I said, we did win the AL East champions. We are the AL East champions, so we got that division title.
How about to hit the 60 though? How that happened in the bottom of the ninth when the Yankees went with the grand slam?
Yeah,
like he started it off though with his 60th, bang, and then the next 5 batters.
See, but that's
4 batters. Do.
See, but that's why that was a more focused thing. That wasn't focused on 60. That was focused on the win.
We gotta win.
You feel me? That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the difference. If it was
striking me out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like now you think about it. You know, and they even like I said, I watch. You know, like I said, it's definitely on everywhere now. Like they got every time you come at back, that shit come on your phone. But I was watching a little bit on Sunday night baseball against Boston, and he was DHing, and I was just like damn. It's on his ass. Because he was DHing and they'll show him in the dugout basically by himself. He looking at the tablet. You got all that time to think, like, I got to hit this motherfucker home run. I got one home run.
They want to see me hit a home run. They don't care about no double.
They don't care about shit. Shout out to him because that nigga is nice and he about to. Me, I'm biggest surprise is the Triple Crown. If you get the Triple Crown, fuck that 61. You can get 60, bro, and you can get that Triple Crown, man, you be the man. But obviously, you know.
I didn't realize how rare 60 was, though. Like,
me either.
I thought a few more people had it, but then it was like, nah, nobody really had 60 like that. Like,
shout out to, to the Sosa man, because even though steroids, like 7, you still got to hit the motherfucking home run. But he had the mototherfucker 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
It was like 6 players that only had it. He was on that bitch 3 times. I was like, Sosa's that nigga.
Bonds had like 7 of them.
Yeah, Bonds was just different.
Yeah.
He had 73. So
that's what I was saying. I was about to ask, like, because they making, like you were saying, I think you was trying to allude to that earlier. We talking about 60 going 62, and Bonds over there just they ain't even talking about him because he obliterated that.
Yeah. Nah, like I said, Bonds has just got the the asterisk on this shit, but he was. I ain't hear what he had to say because
I think like
they ain't really show it. They don't show him. He blackballed.
I think real baseball fans, you know what I'm saying, that don't know, I think they respect his 73, whatever he got. I think that.
Fans wise do, but I think that because he was a dick as far as the beat writers and stuff.
Yeah.
Just happened to just go collide. Mm-hmm. they don't like him because he was like that. He was a dickhead to the reporters. So they the ones that don't like him. But like I said, me and you, like we respect that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the real fans. He hit them.
Yeah, that's my favorite baseball. But I'm saying player of all time, like Barry Bonds, because before he smacked. Obviously, I became a bigger fan. When he went to San Fran, but shit, he was in Pitt. Come on, man. His name 30 for 30. We'll go back to though, like, everybody, like you said, baseball fans and stuff like that, that's not biased or nothing because the steroids will be like, yo, he was like A-Rod. Like, they was the mans before they considered they steroids years. Like, if you do his damn San Francisco couple years and all of Pittsburgh, he's a Hall of Famer. Especially with baseball shit, like, what I'm saying? You can get a Hall of Fame, but he had Hall of Fame numbers doing 30 and 30. He was the man already. It just, what I mean? Once he started smacking stuff, it was steroids. Same for Mark McGwire. Like, it's the Bash Brothers. Like, Mark McGwire came out of that bitch as a rookie. He was smacking shit. Him, you know what I'm saying? And then, steroids for Mark McGwire. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, I definitely remember playing with Mark McGwire in the baseball games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, listen, man. Like I said, McGwire, I know McGwire, like I said, the Bash Brothers. You know what was say because he was just, yeah. He was a polarizing figure. It's himself. Like, even baseball player, he was just hit home runs. But like I said, outside, like, he was that man. He was out here like Mr. T and motherfucking Mike Tyson. Like, you knew who the fuck he was. He was commercials. You know what I'm saying? So then you like, oh shit, damn. Got the other dude on the A's too that's smacking home runs. McGwire. You know they're gonna love him. He white too. He out here smacking shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a Mark McGwire fan too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sure.
You only went to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. Look, two fucking milestone and polarizing players in Mark McGwire and Albert Pujols, man. You know what I'm saying? Play first base. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit home runs and, you know what I mean? Good dudes overall, you know. Obviously, you know, McGwire with the steroids, but, yeah. Except Barry Bonds is still my favorite baseball player. Then I'll say probably Griffey, maybe. Griffey or A-Rod, because, you know, everybody loved the A-Rod. Till you found out shit later when you got older and shit. And you like, oh, yeah, he's a dick. But A-Rod was just different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Griffey, I seen the highlight earlier this week or over the weekend. Griffey stealing the fly ball from his pops. And I was like, see, that's a dope ass moment. Like, they didn't just play together. They was on the field together, like all that, and they was able to like he was like, nah, I'm that dude, pops.
Right. Yeah. You know they had a running joke with that, like he got punished after that. And they hit back-to-back home runs in the game. Come on, man, that's how LeBron trying to do, man. He trying to get an alley from his son or vice versa, man, with his sons. Shit, they both, you know, and LeBron,
those underrated moments and stuff.
And LeBron
that
rates,
about.
and LeBron rate, like he should be playing. You know what I'm saying, for a high rate long.
3 seasons with him. We about a 3-peat, son.
It's up to him. It's up to him.
We about a 3-peat, son.
It's up to him. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be wild if you win a championship with his son.
Definitely be wild.
Like how that go in the locker room? Like you gonna sneak him champagne?
Listen, man, he having champagne already.
He drinking wine. He drinking wine.
He definitely is drinking wine, champagne. You know, they already smoking.
They living by their own rules.
They already smoking, obviously. You know,
they living by their own rules.
Yeah, they
billionaires.
Man,
you seen that cover? I think that was a dope ass cover though. That's a historic cover.
Which one?
When it was the whole photo shoot with him and his family, with Brian and the family, him and the 3 sons, like them boys, like that family is like, that's one of them things, role models. You know what I'm saying? Like this is.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you know, we got the whole atmosphere with just, you know, people doing dumb shit and whatever, and you got LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
What's the blueprint?
Like, he's like the blueprint. That's why he like the most love, and then most people hate on him as well because he's the good guy, like, as well. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's not perfect, but you know, he got, you know, 2 sons that's gonna make the league. He got his daughter, he got his wife, he got his whole brand, his whole company. The billionaire before he even get out of them playing ball. Like he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta show love to him for sure. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be dope. Like I said, to see his, you know, to play with his sons. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and still prime ball. Like, you know, he's still a top 3 player in my eyes. You know, even though they had him like at 6 and shit. You know, they do stuff for clickbait.
Who said it? Who said it?
Excuse me.
Somebody said it might have been on the podcast, or it might have been Isaiah Thomas. I don't know. Isaiah Thomas always got a quote floating around somewhere, trying to say Brown better than Jordan.
That's why, yeah, you know why. But,
but they were saying like if I forget, I think it was a player though, saying if you really want to, for the next players coming up, if you really want to match what LeBron do, or LeBron did or is doing right now, you got to have 20 years of prime basketball. Chris Bosh said it. Yeah, 18 to 20 years of prime basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
Of elite basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I'm you know, I say Jordan because that's my guy. That's who I grew up on. Like, you see him right here. Like, you for real. But if somebody was to argue about LeBron, I'm not gonna argue to the blood. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, you right. You can be right. Yeah. I ain't mad at you. You know, I'm still gonna say Jordan, but I ain't mad.
You got your preference.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got my preference, and that's what a lot of people, you know, would say in general. But like you said, man, he going to year 20, right, or 21?
He about to go in the year like 23,
21,
like 22. So.
No, I think it's 21 this year.
Right, 21.
Yeah, I think it's 21 this year. But
Brady
like you said,
yes,
Brady is 23. But like you said, to play at such a high level is just crazy. Like I said, to be in year 21, and even with the beat writers or whoever the fuck wrote that dumbass shit, like I said, it's clickbait. Even to be at number 6, you know what I'm saying? In best NBA player like going into this year, even to be in 6th and you in your 21st season, you're different. You feel me? If you'd have been like 30 or something, you'd be like,
he averaged 30 last year, right?
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's another meme that be going around. Like he casually averaged like 38 and 6. Like it's not talked about just because how the league has evolved. So like 30 is like it's not uncommon really like that no more. But it's still 30. Like
Right.
like,
Right. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand, man. That's why, like I said, that's why they could say that about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Jordan came straight off from rookie. That's why he had to calm it down. Like he was, scoring titles and shit like that. Like Jordan was always that dude. And just when he, scored 4 points less and took 5 less shots and had 3 more assists, that he became Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And Scotty, obviously you need a team, but yeah, Jordan was always putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? Straight off the gate, was putting up numbers. Playing point guard for a second, like LeBron played point guard. Like them cats,
they led the league in assists.
You know what I'm saying? Like them cats was
in
playing
year 19.
Like
18.
I said, them cats was just playing. Like I said, out of all LeBron years, he was always a top 5 player.
That year he came in like, yo, Magic, watch how I do you.
Right.
Like
That was a fact.
this is you. Watch this.
Listen,
like I'm gonna just do you.
That's what I'm saying. He just a combination of fucking Magic, fucking he just LeBron just different, man. He's 6'8", 6'9", man. Like he could do anything. Rebound, you know what I'm saying? Dribble, pass, you know what I'm saying?
He can't dribble too much.
He got a couple moves. That's it.
He be trying.
He be trying. Yeah, he be trying.
LeBron ain't never really had no moves though.
It should have just it's power.
Yeah,
ball,
that was
man.
the only thing about LeBron. Every time he tried to dribble, it ain't work.
Nah, he ain't definitely ain't crossing nobody over or nothing, but he'll do a little crossover
to get in rhythm.
And then he just gonna overpower you and jump over you to get that dunk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. You know what I mean? Most of the time. So yeah, but definitely shout out to LeBron, man. Let me get out my power rankings week 3, man, for NFL real fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give it to you every week. It's week 3 now, so I got 3 weeks to evaluate teams and feel who I think is, top 5, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But let's get this list down. All right, well, number 5, I'm going to go with, who's number 5? Going with the Kansas City Chiefs, man, number 5.
At number 5.
At number 5, I'm going to roll with Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Excuse me.
They 2-1, they took a loss, you know what I mean, with Indy, you know what I'm saying, but, I still like them, but they in my top 5, obviously.
I'm interested in seeing this rest of the top 5.
Yeah. So they 5, you know what I'm saying? So at 4, I'm going to go with, who I got at 4? And I had it from 1 to 5, and then I just mixed my shit up. I had at 5. Oh, I mean at 4. I'm going to have the Green Bay Packers at 4, man.
Green Bay over KC?
Yeah, I'm going to have Green Bay, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they played, Tampa Bay. They played them tough. They still trying to fill it out. So I'm going to have Green Bay at 4, man. All right. So at 3, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens 3, man. Like I said, they should be 3-0. And, win and loss, I'm still going to count that for the most part, you know what I'm saying? And go from there. Damn, I'm fucking up, see? I'm going to take Green Bay out my top 5. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Green Bay's out my top 5. My bad. Green Bay's out my top 5. So I'm going to put, who I said at 5? Kansas City at 5. I'm going to put, Baltimore at 4. Then I'm going to have the Buffalo Bills at 3, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a loss from Miami. You know what I mean? They should have won. But I got winning losses. Like I said, winning losses. All right, so number 2, I'm going to have Miami for beating Buffalo and being 3-0, coming back on Baltimore, which is in my top 5. And, like I said, they 3-0, so I got to rock with that, you know what I mean? And number 1 team would be the Philadelphia Eagles, man. They just been showing good things, man, out there. They've been playing tough. They've been putting up points. They've been playing good on both sides of the ball. They faced a little adversity with Detroit coming back in the game, still winning that game. So I'm going to rock with Philly, man. They look good, man. And Jalen Hurts is, top 3 in that MVP status so far. Lamar Jackson obviously leading the way, but I like Philly. Philly my number 1, man. So Philly, then Miami, then the Bills, then Baltimore, and then Kansas City. That sounds like a whole AFC for me, except the top dog, Philly. How you feel about Dallas?
I mess with it. I caught me on guard seeing KC at 5, but I guess the 4 makes sense.
Yeah. That's my.
Even I guess you're going by record, so
yeah, you gotta accumulate a little bit of record. You know,
I'm about to say, because we both said that Miami really ain't it, and you gotta do number 2.
Yeah,
like.
you have to include. Like I said, you have to include the because they're undefeated and they won. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta give them their points.
I gotta give them that. That's a point. That's a part of my point system right there. You know what I'm saying? Same for Philly. Even though Philly been they look way better than Miami, but Miami's undefeated, so I had to put them at 2, man, for sure.
All right. So that's a new segment. We're gonna work on the production on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Power ranking.
Like I said, I had it, but then maybe I redo it and put it up and say it like that. But
I probably do something in the animations or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Have it next to you or something.
Mm-hmm.
While you saying it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been episode 140. If you've been listening this far, you know what I'm saying? You can catch us, you know what I'm saying? Obviously on YouTube. If you're watching, you can listen on Spotify, and Anchor,
Breaker,
and Google Podcasts and all the places.
Yep.
Pham TV on Facebook. If you go follow that page. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to add us as a friend. You can just follow us. You know what I'm saying? And we got all types of stuff on there. I just filmed a rap battle / artist showcase, you know what I'm saying? So I've been posting some highlights, you know what I'm saying, from performances. You know what I'm saying? I've been posting sports highlights when I pull up to the games. And you got the podcast on there. You just click to the podcast tab.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Pham Podcast on IG and Twitter.
All the social medias, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate y'all.
It's your boy Henry Drake.
It's John.
And this is the Pham Perspective. And we out.
Peace.